it's Jessie V. So you probably read this title and thought, wow, 3 years is a super long time to be lied to. And you're right, it definitely was, which is why I thought this would be the perfect story to tell to you today. It all begins back when I was in grade 6. I had my first crush ever, and his name was Jack. Of course, that's not his real name, but Jack was the first name that came to my head. He was blonde, he wore his baseball cap backwards, he had a studded belt, he loved skateboarding, he was literally an 11-year-old punk, and I loved it. The only issue here was that I was extremely shy. And I know that's hard to believe because all you guys do is watch me talk nonstop, but back then I had severe social anxiety. Like, I only had about 2 friends because I was so scared to hang out with anybody else. So obviously this posed a problem because if you don't talk to your crush, he doesn't know you exist. Well, every single day I would try to. I would gather up the courage and walk right up to him, but by the time I got there, the words would not come out of my mouth, so I would quickly turn around and go back to where I came from. It was a very embarrassing process. I actually remember the very first time he ever said a word to me. I was standing in line waiting to get back to my classroom after recess, and he walked up to me and told me that I had a bee on my shoulder. And guys, I am deathly afraid of bees. Like, if I'm out walking and a bee flies up to me, I will literally shake around like a maraca until it flies away. I shake like Shakira. Shakira, Shakira. So when he told me about the bee, I wasn't even concentrating on what he was saying. I was just staring at his beautiful face. So he was like,
Jess, can you hear me? There's a bee on your shoulder. I'm just gonna flick it off, okay?
So he brushes it off my shoulder. And all I could think was, he just touched my shoulder. He just touched my shoulder. Yeah, I was a little bit head over heels for him, as you can tell. But after that incident, he never spoke to me again. So I went to one of my best friends named Lucy, and I told her all about how much I liked this guy. But I told her that I was way too scared to talk to him, and I didn't know what to do. And she was like,
oh, Jack? I know Jack. I hang out with him like every day after school. I'll see if he likes you.
And that really surprised me because she had never mentioned Jack before, and I have never seen her hang out with him once. But then again, after school, I was usually cooped away in my house doing homework or playing Neopets, so I guess I wouldn't have known anyway. So the next day at school, she took me aside and told me that Jack really liked me. And hearing those words when you like someone is like eating a scrumptious piece of chocolate. I don't know where I was going with that, but it felt really good, you know? And every day at school after that for the next couple months, she would always tell me the things that he would say about me, and they were really great things. For example, one day she told me that he loved the way my hair looked. Another day he told her how much he liked my outfit. She just always told me that he noticed me at school, which was great. So knowing that he liked me, I really wanted to try to be friends with him. But Lucy said that he had no idea that she was telling me all these things about him. So basically, Jack and I both thought that the other person knew nothing. Well, unfortunately, grade 7 came around and he moved schools. So poor little Jessie wasn't able to see her crush every day anymore. I would see him occasionally in the neighborhood next to mine, but that's about it. But still, every once in a while, Lucy would tell me about the times that she hung out with him after school. And she would include all of the juicy details about the times he would talk about me. It was so weird because it was almost like we had a relationship through my friend. She was like the messenger between us. And why not just have a real relationship with him, you ask? Because I was dumb, I was shy, and I was scared. Boyfriends were just intimidating to me at the time, so having this kind of back and forth relationship I was cool with, I was getting to know what my crush was saying about me, and that was just all I needed. But then things drastically changed in grade 8 because this guy from my class asked me to be his girlfriend. And I was a bit hesitant because I was still really hung up on Jack, but I just wanted to give it a chance anyway, so we dated for a few months. And when I say dated, I mean we held hands and went for bike rides on weekends. And Lucy would always tell me about how Jack said he was really jealous of our relationship. So I was like,
ooh, Jack is jealous. I'm making Jack jealous.
I was kind of happy to hear that because I knew that he cared. So when grade 9 came around, me and that guy I was seeing broke up because we felt more like friends than anything else. And so finally I was like, you know what, Jess? You can't just wait around for something to happen with Jack. You have to make the first move after 3 years of this back and forth thing with Lucy. So I ended up messaging him on Facebook and he responded almost immediately. And we finally scheduled a time to hang out, which I was so excited for. I met him outside of his house and he was like super shy around me. So I ended up saying something to break the awkwardness. I was like, it's funny how Lucy knows you and I so well, but you and I have never actually hung out in person. And the next words that came out of his mouth made my heart drop. He says,
Who's Lucy?
like, what do you mean, who's Lucy? The girl that's been hanging out with you every day after school? The girl who you told all your feelings to about me? The girl who you cried to when you were jealous of me and my ex-boyfriend being together? The girl who said you liked me just as much as I liked you? And he was like,
Yeah, I don't know a Lucy. And Jess, I just like you as a friend, nothing more. I just thought we were hanging out as friends. I barely know you.
I just like you as a friend.
and my goodness, those words hurt me so much. And even worse was that Lucy, who I thought was my best friend, completely lied to me for 3 years about knowing Jack. She was telling me all these lies about things he was saying about me, and those things made me so happy for 3 years, and they were lies, complete lies. Like, there I was just thinking that we were just distant lovers, just too shy to meet up. But no, it was lies. And yeah, it was not the end of the world, but back then for me it was. And what happened to me and Lucy, you ask? Well, we were never friends again, that's for sure. Actually, it's funny because a couple weeks ago she tried to add me on Facebook, and I was like, nope, you thought. Her friend request actually reminded me about this story, and that's why I'm telling it right now. So thanks, Lucy, for the story time idea, and that's all I will ever thank you for. So 3 years of my life were wasted. Cool. But yeah, I just thought that would be an interesting story for you guys. As usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time, guys, bye!